Hello, kababayan, and hello, YouTubers. I just got back from the Philippines, and I did enjoy my time there in the Philippines. It's mainly for business and also pleasure. Um, I want to update you guys with the COVID testing requirements. So, before, if you're leaving the Philippines to come back to US, you are required to have a COVID test. But now, starting June 12th, 2022, you're no longer required to have a COVID test before you get on the plane and fly back to US. So you no longer need a COVID test to get on the plane. Um, However, if you are a non-US citizen and you are a non-immigrant to the US, you are required to have a proof that you are fully vaccinated. So if you are a non-US citizen and a non-immigrant of the United States and you're flying to America, you need to show proof that you are fully vaccinated. So that's one of the requirements for that set of groups. But for the rest of us, um, you don't need to show any proof of vaccination. You could be unvaccinated or you could be vaccinated. It don't matter. All right. So as you guys all know as well, when I went to the Philippines, since I couldn't find my paperwork to show that I was a dual citizen, I went home to the Philippines as a former Filipino. So when I came back to America at the Philippine immigration booth, um, of course, I showed my passport, the US passport. They asked me, "Do you have your Filipino passport?" And I responded with a no because I told them that the Filipino passport I got is already expired. So, with that conversation, that means they know that I'm a dual citizen. So, just to confirm with them, I asked them, "How did you know I have a Filipino passport?" And she said that the computer, as soon as they ran my name with my US passport, it already shows that I have another passport that's existing. So that's how they know. So for those of you guys that don't know this, now you guys know. Immigration in the Philippines know that you are a dual citizen. As soon as you give them your US passport, it would show that you also have a citizenship in the Philippines. All right, but was I required to show them my Filipino passport? The answer is no. So I've been traveling Philippines and America back and forth. I didn't have to show my Filipino passport at all. I I was able to be successful to travel back and forth just using the US passport. But there were several times that I just wanted the Filipino passport to get stamped and I did use that. But it wasn't required. No, it wasn't required. When I went to Thailand, when I was in the Philippines and then I went to Thailand. I used my Filipino passport um, to get out of the Philippines, and then when I landed in Thailand, I used my Filipino passport, and I forgot why I did that. But all I know, I was not getting taxed, or I don't have to pay an extra fee in Thailand. If I use my US passport, I have to pay a fee. But see, that was 3 years ago. So I don't remember why I did that. But all I know, the reason why I did that was because I didn't have to pay an extra fee. So that's one of the advantages of having a dual citizenship. Only that's what's one of the few. Um, anyway, so um, you guys know that I drive in the Philippines. I have my vehicles there. So I drive there. I'm already used to the way they drive. So I developed their skills, or the skills that the way they drive. I was able to learn how they drive. So when I'm in the Philippines, I drive exactly, well, not exactly. I drive like them. Um, Basically, driving over there is just like pushing a shopping cart. Just uh, don't hit anybody, and don't let them hit you. You could be on the wrong side of the street. You could be in the correct side of the street. It don't matter. Um, the laws there are a little bit sloppy when it comes to that. I got pulled over many times. I think I counted. I've been pulled over 5 times already. Just because I thought the red light was okay for me to just blow through, so I did that. So I passed through the red light. The cop pulled me over, and I say, where I come from, the barangay I come from, we just go through those red lights, and they let me go. Well, anyway, so the reason why I'm mentioning the about me driving in the Philippines, um, I almost got into an accident. I was inside my lane. The motorcycle is probably about 100 cc or 110 cc. So you could imagine how that looks like. It's not a full size 600 cc or 1000 cc. It's a small bike. Well, he decided to share my lane. Remember, I got my own lane and I'm passing through. In the Philippines, it's normal for them to be driving about 25 miles an hour. That's slow. I'm going about 40, so I'm passing through inside my own lane. Well, this motorcycle rider on the other lane, on my right side of my lane, right side, didn't check that I was passing through, and he shared my lane. So I have a side scraper installed in my van, because I don't like hitting the curbs. They have curbs that have a lot of stuff that I can hit, and I don't want to ruin my rims. But anyway, so he hit my side scraper. That means he is within 6 inches of the side of my vehicle already. He almost lost control, but he was able to recover. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is if you ever drive in the Philippines, you see those motorcycles. They have no rules. I don't even think that they have a license, because to them, sharing lanes is normal. He got on my lane, I almost hit him. So be careful, guys. If you guys are driving over here, driving in the Philippines, just be aware that they can jump your lanes at any time. They don't even look. So what I would do now next time is I would honk my horn, let them know I'm there, but still be ready to step on the brake, because he might just jump on my lanes anyway and cause a collision. And the problem with that is, even though it is not my fault if we did collide, if we collided and it's still not my fault, it was his fault, I'm still going to lose, because one is they don't have the insurance to pay for the damages. Number two, they don't have the money to pay for the damages. Three, he had to go to a barangay. Like, where is the barangay? Or where's the police station? So it's just a bunch of hassle. So to avoid all of that, just avoid getting hit. And if you get hit, well, good luck. You know, yeah, you're gonna be in an accident with somebody who doesn't even know how that doesn't even have money to pay for your damages. So be extra careful. Or drive a junk car, like a Jeep, like a solid steel Jeep. I think that would be a good bet, but with an AC though, because it's hot over there. So Anyways, just if you are driving over there, just be extra careful because whether it's your fault or not, you're gonna lose because the damages will be done and they don't have the money to pay for it. Okay, so just be careful. Um, all right. So also, if you're coming from America, try to get T-Mobile service. So when you go when you go to the Philippines, you will have cell phone reception. You'll have unlimited data. You can make phone calls. It's gonna cost 20 cents. If if you're calling from the Philippines to the U.S., it's gonna cost you 20 cents a minute. And if you call from or in the Philippines, calling another person in the Philippines, that's also 20 cents a minute. Um, it's I don't use it only in emergency, but what I like about the T-Mobile is I use the unlimited data. It's a 2G. That's how fast it goes over there. 2G. It's not as fast as here in America. 2G is enough for me to use the Google Maps and also Waze. So I use both Waze and Google Maps to help me navigate through Philippines. All right, so those are just tips. And then also, I was supposed to meet up with Ed Yuste, and we missed each other over there at the biggest mall, Mall of Asia. He was actually there, and we didn't see each other. But we will reconnect this coming August. So I'll see him there. But anyways, guys, I hope this video, the new update, is clear. And if you have any question, leave me some comments below, and I'll try to get back with you guys as soon as I can. All right, then. I see you guys later.